Hi, welcome to another episode of the High Press. I'm still here with Coach Piwe. Coach Piwe, you're welcome.
Good, man.
Yeah, man, just starting off with the African Super League. I just want to get your thoughts on it. Is it a necessary competition or is it just adding more to the headache of coaches?
I think it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
In the selection on who is participating, why they are participating, and what's the end goal. Like, for example, if you win CAF Champions League, you know that you're going to the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Or if you win a Confederation, you know that you're going to play a Super League against the CAF Champions League winner.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. Do you get... Okay, yes, there's financial boost there.
Yeah.
On when you get a certain amount of money. Is there star? Is there... We don't know the consequence of winning that. And coming to disturbing the calendar, it does disturb the calendar for certain teams. But there are other teams who are competing because they haven't even started their leagues.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are still starting their leagues. So I'm still in a gray area on how it really operates, the AFL, you know.
Do you think it will benefit the clubs, maybe?
Financially, it will.
But I think it will add strength to the teams. Because now, we're using it as an example, Mamelodi Sundowns. They played on Wednesday. Already the impact of that competition.
It changes, but a team like Sundowns, for sure they should have planned, they should have known. Because that thing was announced, I think, early this year. Or last year, if I'm correct, before the end of the season. So according to their training schedules, playing match schedules, their macrocycle, I mean their calendar plan, they should have known that we're going to play AFL. But the way they executed the plan, I don't think it went the way they wanted it to go. But beneficiary wise, money, yes. Competition standard, let's see if they raise the bar, because I kind of feel this is a club level for, like, you know, UEFA Nations League, but it's for clubs. It's a bit, you know,
just adding more matches to the players.
Just matches, but it's something that UEFA tried to do with breaking out to, some people breaking out to Super League. Remember, there was a Super League division, and then UEFA closed it through the Europa League and the Europa Conference League. Now heavyweights are going to be playing alone, and it's going to deteriorate the smaller clubs in the funding and etc. So let's see. Is it
a necessary competition?
I don't think it's necessary. I think what CAF should have done, because Infantino is the one pumping the money.
Okay.
I think they should have done a similar concept of Europa Conference League for teams that will never make the CAF Champions League, or the teams that will never make the Confederation. You know, look, West Ham last season, they won a European title. West Ham would have never made it to Europe if there was never a Conference League.
They should have added another competition.
Yes, I don't know, African something. But a Conference League kind of method to it, but to benefit everyone, because we know CAF Champions League, we know are heavyweights who are playing there. Confederations Cup are heavyweights, but teams that are established for African football. And then, you know,
I get you.
I
get you on that one.
I feel it's an unnecessary tournament, but it would be necessary if it was inclusive to everyone.
So you think if it includes more teams, it will be good?
Good.
With a different name, maybe different from...
Yes.
Not a standalone competition like you have.
Yeah, because most of the times this competition, it will benefit the North Africans. No bias, because but you saw how many teams there from North Africa there. And Southern Africa, only Sundowns, and is it Simba?
I think Simba's there. Al-Ahly's there.
Yeah, Simba. But I thought AFL was established on the CAF Champions League, or how many CAF Champions Leagues you have, or how the reputation of the club through the continent, and in Southern Africa. We know Sundowns is there, fine, because they won the CAF Champions League. Pirates should be there because they won the CAF Champions League, and they have more final appearances in the African competitions from the southern region. I think it should have happened there. No disrespect to Simba, but it had to be Pirates, you know, but they just wanted maybe to segregate or separate or just put Sundowns, South Africa, Simba, Tanzania, you know, yeah, just like that.
Okay, just moving on, Bafana. You saw the draw of the African Cup of Nations. We have Mali, Namibia, Tunisia.
Interesting group.
Yeah.
3 teams with different styles of play. Tunisia have done exceptionally well in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years in the World Cup appearances.
Yeah.
They've done well for themselves, well coached. Mali have been a sleeping giant, but they've always given South Africa a problem.
They always have talent.
Always.
Yeah.
And then who's in Namibia? Namibia is a growing football nation. Of course, they have the #1 undisputed striker in the country.
Do you think every nation will be targeting in this group?
Yeah, South Africa will be a huge target, because what they've done is, say, in the qualification stages, they were very good.
Exceptional.
Not undisputed, but good.
Yeah.
And what they've done for them to be looked on is beating Morocco.
Yeah.
And undisputedly beating Morocco. That's where they saw, these guys are serious.
Yeah.
And South Africa is a tricky team to play against when they are playing a game of a consequence. But that group, it's an interesting group tactically. I think, I believe that South Africa might come out runner-up of the group. Runner-up because the people for me who are going through is Tunisia and South Africa. Tunisia, because of the evergreen performances they give, they are always there. They're not a team that will win the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
Or they will push for last 16 in the World Cup, but they will come out, fighting. But Africa Cup of Nations, we know we always expect them in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Tunisia.
Okay, you have seen the squad of players in the Bafana team. What are some of the players you think will be the core of the team?
The core of the team.
Yeah. So far, maybe if you can give me maybe 10 players who think they already have the ticket in there.
Sundowns,
with the exception
the 9
of
players.
With the exception of Umobi, already is there,
I feel then at the back there it would be, of course, Kolu, continuing with CBC, continuing with Mvala, the Sundowns core players, which Debza, you put in the striker, not striker, in the midfield, you load in other players from Sundowns also. But the spine that they've been using in Ronnie, Mvala, Tebza, and then of course Mshishi, that spine, that line this, it's very important. Of course, build a team around Pesitao, then you take it from there. But I feel that's the team. Then after you have the sides, the people you add on the sides, I feel Mudau must be the #1 right back. He showed it on the game against Cote d'Ivoire, undisputed. Not that Mobi is a horrible player.
But is he better than Van Rooyen from Stellenbosch, the right back?
Who, Mobi or Mudau?
Mobi.
What Mobi gives you, okay, is the height factor, #1.
Okay.
And it gives you, is more defensive than offensive. He's flat. He's more, don't go below 6 out of 10.
Is he a kind of a defender you'll take to this competition?
No.
Thank you.
I don't need Mobi. Mudau undisputed. Undisputed.
That's what I'm saying. Is he better than Van Rooyen?
No.
Mobi is not.
No, but
there are a lot of better players.
We know the coach will take him. Will take him, and he might start over Mudau. But for me, undisputed right back. Undisputed. He has to start. Another one is who I feel he needs to start is Hlongwane. Hlongwane needs to start the games. Maembela has done well for himself.
But then the left back position.
That's why we struggle. That's why we struggle, because Modiba in one thing I always spoke.
Or is it more like you're going to change them depending on the kind of game
I spoke to
you're going to play?
I spoke to a friend. I was like, in Africa football, this inverting thing doesn't work.
It doesn't work. That's
you
what I'm
need
saying.
a hard defender, And we don't say, we are shorting with left backs now. Because back then we had serious left backs, you know.
As I'm saying,
who's our left back?
Would it be a bad choice to go for Atlanti?
No, shouldn't take Atlanti. I think you should.
But then who's available? If you're not taking him, who's available, coach?
Take Modiba is fine. No, Mayela's there.
Will he be
It's
the question of fitness, coach.
I think there are certain games where you need, there are certain games where you need Modiba. Like Modiba, you'll play him against Namibia. Because Namibia, we know that they don't play aggressive ball. They don't play on top. But when you're playing a team like Mali, it's a serious business, that one.
That's what I'm saying. The left back position is going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. But we saw Cote d'Ivoire, what was interesting tactically, Mobi played as a right back. Modao played as a right wing. Then when they defend as a 5. Maybe we can do that because we want to protect at the back. But let's see how it goes. Or if Modao is fit, Morena is there. Morena hasn't played.
It's an issue. We don't really have a left back.
Left back is a problem for SA football. I think I only analyze now, and I only realize now that it's a problem for our team. So I think maybe if we can find I think Maela there, because it's the only one.
But will he be fit? Because that's another issue that we have with Maela. When last did you see him play?
You know what? Let's stick to Modiba. I think
for now,
let's stick to Modiba.
Then Marco.
Pasi is good.
Is it more of typical same player?
Yeah, but Paseka gives you both. He's good in both boxes. But the problem, height, physicality, it's gonna be a problem. Left back is a problem, guys.
So moving on to the Carling Cup knockout. Let's just talk about Sundowns. I think we already spoke about them, but just your overall impression of that game.
Oh, so many rotations, personal wise. I think six changes from goalkeeper, defense, midfield, up front. The only established players there was Allende. I can't remember who started also. But we saw, of course, Mayema and etc. But it's Sundowns. They have the squad capacity and the personnel to play the way they want to play. But TS Galaxy, like I told you, Sid Ramovic is a very amazing coach for me on my behalf, and he always gets it like Sundowns. He gets them right every time. Okay, sometimes he loses, but he gets them right tactically, and they were very compact, very narrow, going on the counter-attack, goal, counter-attack, goal. And what they did well is to punch very early, and hard, so that Sundowns, when you get a chance, you need to bury it, because
I think just the episode there, coach. I think one of the tactics that they used, it was their pace, because I think they targeted the left back. What's the name? No,
Mashego Terence.
No, the other one. The Algerian international.
Oh, Batuel.
Yes. They knew it doesn't have pace.
Yes.
Libusa Kane, no pace there.
Vala.
You get no.
Oh, not Vala.
Who was this one?
At the back was as Russian Derek.
Again, no pace. And then I don't quite get who was the right back there.
Well, Sundowns, what they did was they played Derek as a right back.
Okay.
And then they played Upatueli as a left back.
Yeah.
Then they played Riva Kotsia and Lebusa.
Yeah.
But when they open is that Kotsia goes into the midfield, then they remain three.
Yeah.
They remain with Potueli, Lebusa, and Russian.
Yeah.
And then these guys, what they do 3v3. They mark 3 against 3 Chess Galaxy. Then when they win the ball, they go with the speed in front. And one thing in football you can't defend for 90 minutes is pace.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. You can do it for the first time, second time, third time, but fourth, fifth, sixth.
I was a bit worried about TS Galaxy because second half it's more like they backed off. They gave Sundowns space. They gave them time on the ball. When they get the ball, now they substituted the speedy player. I think it was Billy. They put on Nukovic, doesn't have pace but can hold the ball. But then it gave Sundowns a chance.
And the more you go back by Sundowns, the more they come.
But are we rightfully so to say then that we are disappointed by Sundowns? Because expectation was that They have to progress. They have the players.
I think for the football that they are playing,
yeah,
Sundowns were this season. I think they're expected to win like the trophies.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, already.
For what they've done last season.
Yeah.
I feel 4, but now they're left with 4 again. I think. Which is the Nedbank Cup, AFL, and the Champions League.
In the league.
And the league,
yeah.
Which is 4, and then 2 are down, which is M10 and Kali. So they still have the chance to win the 4. Okay, 1 is in the bag already. You know, DSTV Premiership is in the bag. But I feel that they should have won this one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There were some players, personally, I felt the way they didn't like
come up, like Umkulisi. Yeah. We know Umkulisi how he plays. Mahema, we know how he plays. I think what you're trying to say is that the team needed people to carry the consequence of the team, because they know these guys who are not here are in an international break, and they're gonna play AFL for us, and so we need
imagine if they played well. They would give Coach Ulani a headache to say, hey, you know what? Let me try and put this one. But I was so disappointed. Again, Uzungu, I expected more. Is it a problem of expectation maybe on him, or
maybe it's the name? But I feel that Zungu, performance-wise, has dropped. There's no longer that Zungu we know. The one who gives you a bad Zungu back then would give you a 7 out of 10. A bad Zungu. But now, horrible. There were 2 games that he played. I was watching. Even in the Chiefs game where he was added, there was no impact. Okay, but he was placed in as a sub to control the game. But he didn't control the game.
So is it more psychological things, or?
I think maybe it's just lenient and relaxed. I feel he doesn't really suit the new game model needs of Sundowns, because the tempo is too. Sometimes Sundowns have to rush. He goes slow. He loses the ball most of the times. He can't retain the ball a lot of times, and it's difficult. That's why Debza is the one anchoring there, and that's why Sipho Mbole can play also. And for Zungu to play there, it's an honor. He needs to take it. But
what I'm saying, a lot of players, they really didn't
step up the way they had to step up.
Yeah, let's do a quick predictions for the matches remaining.
For the Carling Cup.
Chippa United, Stellenbosch. Just quick ones.
For entertainment, I'll give it to pound.
Against Stellenbosch.
Entertainment.
Just for entertainment. Tactic-wise?
Technically, you know, Stellenbosch scores first, it's over.
Do you think they'll still use their pace?
Still is. Yeah. Because Chippa want to play a certain high brand of football. And the moment you want to play high brand football, you definitely take Stellenbosch into factory settings. You know, they say, you're doing what kind of games. Exactly. So we'll counter you and we score. But Chippa, I'll give them, because I like what they're trying to do and how ambitious the coach is.
And the confidence that is injected into the players. Golden Arrows, Cape Town City.
I'm going to play a wild card. I'm giving it to Golden Arrows. League form, but cup
in cup competitions.
It's strong, and they beat Chiefs now. Because it's good.
I'm gonna come for you for that.
He beat Chiefs. Because it is a good boost. He beat Chiefs international break. You get what I'm trying to say?
Is it more a question of they can't maintain the? It's more like, I feel personally that small teams, when they play big teams, they cannot show up. But then when they meet teams that are more in the more same caliber with them.
Arrows. I'll give it to Arrows. Because Arrows, the reason why Arrows won't finish in the top 5 but top 8, because why they are there, number 2 and number 3, is because they play high octane football. And high octane football, you won't sustain it for the whole season, but high octane football is good now for the cup. You see, it's fast paced, it's energy, you know.
So if he loses to you, or release the coach, Eric Tinkler?
No, he stays.
Still maintain?
Yeah, because of the cup.
Hey.
There's still Nedbank to play for.
Kaizer Chiefs, Amazulu. I know you love
Who's home? Who's home?
Kaizer Chiefs.
I'll give it to Chiefs. I'll give it to Chiefs because Amazulu, I like them. But the problem with Amazulu, they can't score. And
is it a question of tactic or is
it too
still
cautious? Yeah, they have the play. They still need some 2 or 3 yana.
Yeah.
But they're too cautious, you know, because when you're too cautious, you don't even want to release players to go up front and
it's more like we don't want to lose.
Yeah, I think there was a game they won 3-2. Was it against Cape Town City?
Yeah,
3-2 one.
Yeah.
The moment, yes, the moment they express themselves, firing, you know. Yeah. But I feel that if they are, it's a cup game. You don't have to be cautious.
Yeah.
If they're not cautious, they might win. But Chiefs, Soccer City, you never know what they bring. You know, Chiefs any day.
Drought, eh?
Yeah, any day. But I still feel Chiefs, if they don't go this season without a trophy, if one from the 2 people are playing for, because the league they won't take.
The coach again. So every season you change until you end the drought.
Yo, I don't know, but I personally, my heart beats for Chiefs. They need to win a trophy. But football is not about investing in emotions and feelings. It's objective. It's clear. You put in the work, you win. That's all.
Sekhukhune United role, yeah.
I'm giving it to Sekhukhune. Royal have been horrible.
But it's more, if you look at the form of Sekhukhune, it's not really been convincing.
Yeah, but Sekhukhune are known now to be a cup team.
Do you think they'll go all the way, or maybe
Sekhukhune might compromise playing in the league and go? You know, the last year they compromised top 8 to go to the Nedbank final.
But the coach has been singing a different song.
Yeah,
seems
interference.
Like he's unhappy.
We know there's some coach that they called out there who.
Already.
But the technical director is the one interfering there, and the coach doesn't want that, and he wants to do what he's doing. So he feels that he is betrayed, or he feels that his work is not accredited the way he has done it last season. So that's the way he feels. But Sekhukhune for me, win.
And then I want to put you on the spot, because this is what you do and this is what you love. If you're a coach, you're in the same situation, you have interference. How do you deal with it then? Do you then just do what Ernest Middendorp does, quickly resigns, sends in an email, or?
I feel there has to be, firstly, from the coach to the coach and the chairman have to have a good, honest and transparent relationship.
Yeah.
If there's no honest, open and transparent relationship between the chairman and the coach, who I feel are the 2 most important people in the football club, not other technical directors and a coach and chairman.
Okay.
The club goes further. But if there's a situation like this, trust is broken.
Yeah.
Trust is broken, and when trust is broken, it adds other seeds into the unweeded garden. Then after that, I
would
feel
you resign?
Resignation, you put it there, and then I go. I you know what I do?
Yeah.
If I lose tomorrow, I go.
You don't wait for them to fire you and everything.
My reputation is in stake. So lose, but if I win, we continue.
Hey, man, that's it for our episode. Until next time.
Sharp.
The High Press Show.